guys, Dave and Len here. We just played Command Magazine Like Lions They Fought. This is from Dennis Bishop. This is a good one. Essentially, you're the British and you need to destroy kraals in order to actually burn them down in order so Zulus cannot be reconstituted there. And also every 4 kraals that you burn down reduces the amount of Zulu stacks that can move per turn. Each turn, or the game starts where they can move 8, and every 4 you knock down, it reduces it. And if you kill the king, it reduces it even more. In order for the British to win, they have to burn down the Yulandi, I think is the name of the kraal, and kill the king, and then they win. The game's heavily favored for the British, which makes it a lot of fun if you're playing the British, but if you're playing the Zulus, probably not so much. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. He was playing the Zulus, so I don't know if he had any fun, but what'd you think of it?
Okay, playing the Zulus is difficult because you don't know whether to send your troops out, and you want to slow down the British, because you have only 8 turns, and you're hoping that by the time the 8th turn comes around, he's not even at the corral, but that so if you trade space, he gets to burn down the corrals, which reduces how active you can move. And since you're basically armed with spears, you're going to be shot up, so you take heavy losses until so you got to be someone who's willing to take willing to put units out there to place them in the choke point, knowing they're going to die probably without killing it. I remember every time I either destroyed a unit or reduced it by a step, I cheer and go to my victory dance, because that doesn't happen too often in this game.
Yeah, the combat in this feels a little bit like a Joe Miranda game, though. In that you line up all your units. First the Zulus line up, and then the British line up, and the British get defensive fire. And basically the British, if they roll less than or equal to their combat factor, they kill the enemy unit next to them. And usually after the British do their defensive fire, there's either very few Zulus left or none at all, and then the Zulus get to go. And so it's just it's a bloodbath in the British favor, the combat in this. The only way you're going to lose like an entire British stack would be if you started with really small stacks or something. But yeah, and then there's also a rule in this: if a British stack is destroyed, something bad happens. I forget what it is because we didn't have a British stack destroyed in this game, but though a few units were lost here and there.
Yeah, and also there's no point in attacking with the Zulus, because you have the same, you line them up the same way, and the British shoot first. So if I attacked, it doesn't... Yeah,
the Zulus are always considered the attacker in this, so the British always get defensive fire, which occurs before the Zulus attack. So yeah, but then again, if you think about it, though, that's probably historically accurate, because I mean the Zulus had very few rifles and muskets. It was almost all just spears versus guys armed with rifles, cannons, and Gatling guns. So yeah, I mean spears versus rifles generally it doesn't go well. However, it did go well at Ishandawana, and
that was a cascade of errors.
Yeah, but
so actually, I think this isn't too bad of a solo game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad as a solo game at all, because there's no hidden information or anything. So yeah, it probably would work good for that. I was thinking, I'm thinking about a new video game to make in the future. Right now I'm thinking about maybe Agincourt, maybe Marathon. After playing this, I'm thinking maybe some kind of colonial British thing. No one's really done that in a video game. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, these are just thoughts. I gotta think about it and decide which I would be most suited to do, because I'm just a one-man operation and making video games, so I can't make them as complex as the actual companies with employees and stuff, since I have to do all the programming and graphics myself. But yeah, if I can figure out a way where it can be done by a one-man show, yeah, I would definitely consider it.
Okay. Actually, this isn't also... it's kind of balanced, because it took them until turn 7 to get to the corral. And I was thinking maybe if I had thrown more units out, I could delay them a turn, but then that would have left me with like virtually nothing.
Mhm.
You'd probably walk in on turn 8. So yeah. So, but it's a I like this game.
Yeah, so do I. I thought it was good. Nice and easy to learn. The rule book's a little bit disorganized. All the information is there. They haven't forgot to put down any rules or anything. It's just they're not all in the same place. So, like if you're looking at a certain topic, it may be on the information you need may be on 2 or 3 different pages. But other than that, yeah, it's a good game. I recommend it. So if you
One problem is also the printing for the numbered hexes is very poor.
Yeah, they use like a light gray on the hex, and it's really hard to see the numbers on the hexes, and that's important because basically just about every counter that starts on the board has the hex that it starts on printed on, other than the ones that come in as reinforcements. So when it's that difficult to see, that is a problem. They should have done it in black or something, but live and learn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was made in '94 when people had better eyesight. Your average war gamer now is like...
Well, even with good eyesight, I think you'd still have trouble seeing that because the gray was so light. And plus, this game's like nearly 20 years old, so probably the map has faded a bit too. So
yeah, that's possible too.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a good game.
Yep, definitely. All right, we'll have something new for you guys next week. Have a good one.